guys, welcome back to another video at Jensen's Reptiles. So today we're going to be talking about preventing escapes and using vivarium locks. So I've been seeing a lot lately about snakes getting lost, in particular corn snakes, which I'll go on to in just a moment to explain kind of how that happens and why it happens. But yeah, so I wanted to let you know it's really important to use locks on your enclosures, no matter what kind of enclosure it is. If you can open it easily without a lock, most likely so can your snake. The Exotic terrariums and vivariums that I use mostly come with a lock like this that you can install and make sure the doors don't open. This comes with a key, and it's super easy just to make sure that the enclosures are secure. The other thing in these terrariums is the vents that you can see up at the back there and down at the bottom. They're so deep that it's incredibly difficult to get them out from the inside. It's difficult for me to do with opposable thumbs and two hands, so an animal with no hands whatsoever, it's going to be nigh impossible to get those out. I know a lot of people glue them in. I've been using these tanks for a long time and I haven't found a need to do that just yet, but I do always make sure that the doors are locked. I'm going to show you what I use in a moment for doors that don't come with this lock feature on them. But before I do that, I just wanted to show as well that in this Monkfield terrarium that I've got up here, it's got these latches on the side to prevent the top from being lifted up, which is brilliant. A snake can quite easily push the top up here, and this will just go up and they'll be able to slip out through here. The vents, as you can see, clip in from the inside and the outside, meaning they can't be pushed out or moved at all from the inside, which is great. So that's another way of making sure your enclosure is secure. So I'm just going to quickly address Exo Terras. I wasn't actually going to, but I know a few people have had difficulties with these. So these come with a lock at the front. So that slides down, the door opens, and you can see on the inside here how that works. So if I close it and lock it, that door's not opening. Now Exo Terra have got these clips up on the top here. Just see if I can show you. See on the right and the left there. Those swivel into place to keep the lid closed. On the bigger enclosures there is sometimes a little bit of give in the corners, not a lot, but if you had, say, a hatchling corn snake or any kind of colubrid really, they've got small bodies when they're young, and they'd potentially be able to slip out. So I know that Exo Terra have looked into that recently, and the lid design is slightly different now and a bit more sturdy, but do be aware of that when putting a small animal in a larger enclosure, because it can make life easy for them in terms of getting out. So that's just something to think about. The other method of locking doors that I use are these wedges. So with a snake, I always put one in the bottom and one in the top. For lizards, I generally just use one because they're not quite as sneaky. So you can see Yuki here. If the doors were unlocked and she decided to rub up against the glass, there's a good chance the glass would open and she'd be able to escape if she wanted to. With these wedges, you can see as much as I'm pushing quite hard on the glass, it's not moving. And that's really important that you put one in the bottom and one in the top, because what can happen is if the snake travels up the side here and pushes up at the top, if there's no wedge, it'll use this pivot point at the bottom and the glass will open just up in this top corner here, and the snake can then easily climb out through the top. So the wedges are brilliant. In fact, I would rely on them just as much as I would any lock. You can also get some locks that attach to the sheets of glass even if they haven't been cut, which again is great for securing the doors. Just be aware that this gap here between, where the glass overlaps, is an important measurement to take when you're looking for a lock, purely because they come in different sizes, and if you get one that's too big, the doors will still open. So That's something to think about. But yeah, so that was just a quick video today, because I thought I'd seen quite a few people saying about their corn snakes escaping, or small snakes getting out. So a lot of people keep their baby snakes in faunariums or rubs or tubs or whatever. Just make sure the lids are secure, guys. They can get out through incredibly small gaps. You can see Yuki here. If she were to flatten her head a little bit, she'd be able to push her whole body through the space that her head can fit through, which would be probably quite uncomfortable for her, but is definitely possible. So you want to make sure that any kind of gaps are either sealed up or just held down so they can't manipulate the space there. But yeah, that's it. If you guys have got any questions, just leave them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And I hope you're having a great day.